Hi guys, Mark here. We're here again at Moto here in the south of England, and today we have the stunning Cfmoto 450SR-S. Stay tuned and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Well, hi guys, and welcome today to a review of the Cfmoto 450SR-S. And again, as always, many thanks to Moto for lending me this bike today. So I'm just going to run through the specifications to go for a test ride, and then we'll have a little final thoughts at the end. So first off, this bike is truly stunning. I mean, I'm sure you'll agree with me. You know, for what you're getting here, value for money. You know, with the level of specification and the way it rides, it is an absolutely cracking small to middleweight sort of sports bike. So starting off with the price, which is very good indeed, £5,699 on the road, that is. And this is the S model, so what you get over the base model is really just, you get the Brembo brake caliper there, 4-piston caliper, single front disc, good stopping power, and you get the beautiful looking single-sided swinging arm here. So if I stand back, you know, it really is a very nice detail indeed. So the engine is the same as in the MT, the NK that I've reviewed, hoping to do the cruiser model soon. It's the 449cc parallel twin liquid cooled double overhead cam with that brilliant 270-degree crank, which gives it a lovely sort of V-twin sound and feel. So absolutely superb engine, can't fault that at all. Power on this is 46 horsepower at 9,250 RPM. Torque is 39 Newton meters at 7,750 RPM. So this is A2 license compatible. So it's a very, very comfortable bike. You know, for a sports bike, you know, you've got quite high clip-ons. You sit right into the bike, very comfortable indeed. And that seat height is 795mm. Fits me really well. I can get my feet flat to the floor. I'm 5'7", 170 centimeters with a 30-inch inside leg, and I can comfortably flat foot this bike. So just take a quick look at me on the bike, so then you can compare that for yourself. Looking around the bike, turn the ignition on, you can just see sort of the front end on it, daytime running lights, LEDs. You've got these wings, which is pretty cool. It's got a 14-litre fuel tank. Expect this to be very economical indeed, this engine, around about 65-70 to a gallon, so you're going to get about 150 miles out of a tank. Weighing in at a nice light 179 kilograms. Beautiful looking TFT there. Look at that in a bit. But just looking around the bike, the initial sort of impressions, very, very good quality, very nicely made indeed. Underslung exhaust, which is nice and tidy, looks and sounds really good. So tyres, we've got a 150 on the rear, a 110 on the front, 17-inch wheels. These are CST tyres. Comes with a slipper clutch, and the clutch is super light on this, very, very light indeed. So the Brembo front brake is an M40 caliper, providing absolutely brilliant stopping power To see that on a sort of bike of this size is quite unique, really. Frame sliders there. So really nice 5-inch TFT with smartphone connectivity. We've got a USB there, 37mm upside down front forks, which are adjustable on the tops of the forks there. Preload adjustable rear shock tucked up in there. So service intervals on these are 3,000 miles and 24,000 miles for the valves, which is excellent. They come in red and black, and this sort of grey and black. We have indicators in the mirrors, which again is a really nice touch. So anyway guys, let's do the test ride on this stunning looking machine. Okay, Cfmoto 450SR-S. What a stunning looking bike. So it's quite a low seat height, 795mm. I can flat foot this comfortably with my knees bent, and the first thing you notice is you sit right into this lovely bike. The tank is really sculpted, so your legs go right into it, and it's very, very comfortable for a sports bike. You know, these clip-ons here, you know, they're above the top yoke, so it's not a race replica position right down here, much more sort of sport touring, should we say. So we'll just run through all the controls here. We have a super light clutch, which is a slipper clutch, which is span adjustable there. Headlight flasher, that's your up and down for scrolling in the menu. Enter, back button, indicators and horn. Adjustable suspension up here. Engine start, hazards, and we have a span adjustable front brake lever as well. So turn on this gorgeous looking TFT, wait for this, 450SR-S, with absolutely tons of information here on this lovely TFT. So you've got your speedo, your revs, you can change the way this looks to another thing, and you've got all your menu here, which has tons of information, vehicle information, telephone, mobile phone connectivity, music, settings. So you can see, you know, there's a lot that you could delve into there and have a look. Anyway, let's come back out of that. So that's all good. All your warning lights, you've got your temperature gauge, fuel gauge, battery, you've got range, miles per gallon, gear indicator, which is brilliant. You've got an ambient temperature as well. So absolutely lovely looking TFT there. So let's just start it up. I think it's got a one push starter, so you just kind of just push it quickly and it fires up for you. So 270 crank on this, that sounds just like a V-twin, and that is a glorious sound. Alright then, let's try this out. Away we go. Alright, so welcome aboard the absolutely stunning Cfmoto 450SR-S, and straight off, this bike is absolutely fantastic. Value for money, £5,600. What you're getting, a stunning looking, great handling bike with a absolute gem of an engine. It is a real knockout. So I've recently of late ridden the NK, the Naked, and the MT, the Adventure, and they both were super impressive. This bike uses the same engine with that wonderful 270 crank. It just gives you that lovely free revving V-twin torquey sort of sound and feel, and it really is a glorious little engine. So we just run through the bike, starting off with these mirrors, usual thing with a sports bike. They're sort of right out there, but I can see a good view behind, bit of my elbows, but all in all a decent clear view behind, and it's nice that they've got the indicators in them as well. So this engine now has got loads of mid-range pull, really pulls strongly through that mid-range. Top speed, being the sports bike, is going to be about 110, I would say, with 46 horsepower. Really nice for a sports bike, comfortable riding position. It's sports touring, with these high clip-ons. You could definitely ride this all day. The seat's comfortable as well, and you really do sit right into the bike, and the handling around the bends is so precise. It's definitely set up on the sporty side as opposed to the other two, but it's still very compliant over the bumps. Feels very, very well screwed together. No shakes or rattles. Just a very good premium feel. Just going down the gearbox now, down to third. Just going to open it a bit up through that mid-range. It's just got a lovely throttle response, not snatchy, very, very mellow on the throttle. We'll just try the brakes out, nothing behind, just the front brake only. Wow, very strong on that front Brembo, so that's brilliant. Second gear. Yeah, great noise, great sound and smooth. So like the other two, you know, a superb engine. Bike weighs in at about 179 kilos, feels very, very light and sure-footed, so that's absolutely superb. Let's just see what the 450SR-S is like at 30 mile an hour in an urban environment. We're currently in fourth gear, and that's holding that really well. Just 3,000 revs. No surging or jerkiness in the drive chain. Fuel injection feels great. Responds well at low RPM. Just drop it down to third. Third's a bit happier. It's just purring along. Exceptionally light clutch. Very little weight on my wrists. Nice comfortable position. That brake's got a good bit of bite. Down to second. Super light clutch and gearbox. Feels nice and flickable and manoeuvrable at low speeds. Just feathering that clutch now. 3,000 revs. If you open it up, it goes. No heat at all from the engine. So yeah, there you go, guys. Very smooth indeed at the lower speeds. Tractable, smooth. Decent view out the mirrors, no vibrations in those, so absolutely fine at the low speeds. Right, we'll just try the 450SR-S on the dual carriageway now, just opening it up through that mid-range. Very, very easily up to 70 mile an hour, with a lot more to go as well. So we're just cruising at 6,000 RPM. If I open it up, there's plenty more to go on this. Really is holding its line well. It's very windy today from my left. Smoothness of the engine, very good indeed. I can just feel the slightest little buzz coming through the foot pegs, but not a nasty vibration, just a nice sort of pulse really. So all good on the engine. I'll just slow it down a bit and we'll do a little roll on in top gear. Here we go, wide open. As you can see, it's a very flexible little engine. So very happy indeed here at 70. Would sit here all day. You could easily ride this all day long, no problem whatsoever. Good visibility still out of the mirrors. Wind blast sort of hitting me about here, just leaning against it, so that's absolutely fine as well. So there you have it, guys, the Cfmoto 450 SR-S, absolutely fine at the higher speeds, holds its own very well indeed with very good performance. Second gear, just opening it up through that mid-range. So smooth, virtually no vibrations at all. Very keen, so easily up to 60, no problem. So cruising at 60 like this, very relaxed. Engine's doing 5,000 revs, but you'd be hard pushed to tell really. So that little screen there is deflecting all the wind straight at me, but it's not too bad. The bike just feels so planted and sure-footed. Just try a little top gear roll on, 50-mile-an-hour top gear, winding it open. There you see, very flexible in top gear. Just changes direction so quickly. Right, we'll just try that Brembo front brake out again. Very strong. Cool. Very good performance for a single disc. Yeah, the performance is so keen. It's a very free revving, fun little engine. Exactly the same as the other two. This one's tuned for a little bit more power than the MT, which is a bit more tuned for low end torque. So just dicing around these bends, holds its line absolutely perfectly. As I said earlier, front and rear suspension very compliant indeed, sporty but very comfortable. All this switch gear is the same as on the other 450s. Very nice to the touch, doesn't feel plasticky or anything. Fourth gear. Loads of power up this hill, just no problem whatsoever. Yep, Cfmoto are really doing well at the moment with these 450s. You've got the NK, which is the naked, the MT Adventure, SR Sports, and then the C, the Cruiser, which I hope to do soon as well. So what sets them apart from the competition is just this wonderful parallel twin, which is the 270 crank. Really does perform well. Right, first gear, easily back into neutral. Let's give you that sound check. And a lovely look at all of this. I mean, that just to me looks brilliant. That lovely TFT, the cockpit, the switch gear, just looks really good. Well, I'll just flick it onto high beam. Nice side stand, so you can just look at those indicators and lights. Very nice indeed. Got the old wings there. Well, there you go. What an absolutely superb small capacity sports bike. I really enjoy that. So nice and light off the side stand, and easy peasy to push about with quite a good decent steering lock if you needed to turn that round in your garage or wherever. Okay, right, let's have a look round. So just standing back, that looks very cool in my eyes. I do like that colour scheme. The red and black one looks stunning as well. Right then, let's talk about all the bikes. So these tyres, they're CST, but you know, they're really warm, those tyres. Actually nearly hot, so they're gripping really well today, so haven't got a problem with those. Absolutely fine for the road. Brembo, single disc on the front, 4-piston caliper, really good performance from that. This sort of carbon look is nice. There's your coolant. But that engine is just superb. It's exactly the same as the other ones, but it just performs so well. It's free revving, eager, keen, smooth, just superb. Rear brake's nice, but I mean all this is just such nice detailing. All the build quality looks good. Just the battery and relays under the seat, I'm afraid. Single-sided swing arm. Sounds good with the underslung exhaust there. That there is absolutely stunning. Obviously your chain adjustment is done with the sort of the C-spanner thing that you put into there, and just pull the wheel back on that in there. Nice gearbox, nice and slick. That's all good. So yeah, really good, guys. I mean, so yeah, really good in this sort of small class of sports bikes. That is absolutely superb, one of the best. So guys, please post your comments down below. Let me think what you think about this stunning looking Cfmoto. Don't forget to give me a like, share and subscribe as always. And I'll catch you again in a week or so for another review. Ride safe, guys. All the best. Bye for now.